Okay, this is the ooze golem you'll find in Zone 4, or the Goolem as we like to call him. Basically, this guy is really interesting because he creates this unique tile whenever you attack him, so I'll show you what that looks like. When you hit him, it makes a shrink tile. Now with the shrink tile, it has an interesting characteristic in that it does actually a few things. So one, you can't dig while you're in it. And that's really annoying. Can't dig. Also, you can't attack while you're in it, which is also really annoying. And the extra bad thing about it is you take double damage when you're in it. So these guys wreck you. Of course, I'll show you what it looks like when I'm not oozed. You can see it does 2.5 hearts, but it did 5 hearts when I was in the ooze. So you really got to be careful managing your ooze. When you're doing only 1 damage, this means you're guaranteed to put down 5 ooze vials, which of course is kind of sketchy. So you really got to pay close attention to where you're leaving the ooze and where you're leading enemies away. Oftentimes people will want to leave the ooze golems till the end because they're so slow, but if you get a swarm of them catching up to you, it can be so unmanageable. It's awful. Okay, so let's quickly talk about their movements. They move every 4 beats. Here we go, I'll show you that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. They of course have the exact same tell as the other golems in this game. So you just gotta pay close attention to that. And yeah, you basically kill them that way. Another thing to note that's kind of a little funky, but kind of neat, is if you throw or if you have range, it's where you're standing where the goo goes, not just next to him. So even though I was attacking him point blank, it was actually just because that's where I was standing when I hit him that it creates the goo there. So I can make goo over here. So you have to be really careful for that as well. If you're just trying to snipe a Goolem from across the level with, say, a rifle, and you have closer enemies like harpies near you, you gotta be really careful not to get surrounded, because remember, you can't attack while you're on there. The only thing you can do, which is important, is if you are getting surrounded and you're on a shrunk tile, you can still plant bombs. And if you have, say, enough health to survive a bomb, let's try it. I'm gonna get crunched, hold on. It also, notice, it does plant the goo when the Goolem died there from the bomb. But yeah, if you can tank, I think bombs do 4 damage, so if I'm on the goo, it'll do... Sorry, bombs do 2 damage, so if I'm on the goo, it'll do 4 damage. So I'd be better off bombing myself than tanking a hit from the Goolem. And sometimes that's just the scenario. If you're getting full surrounded and you're on the shrink tiles, you're going to want to make sure that you use that bomb as quickly as possible. If you have something like a shield spell, shield first, then bomb, it'll clear everything out. Or a blast helm, those are nice too. Alright, and that's the Goolem.